Learn English through stories. Intermediate English. Nothing to sneeze at. Can a tiny pepper shaker learn to speak human? Discover this funny, heartwarming story that teaches you a real English idiom and reminds you that learning takes patience and daily effort. Read, listen, and grow your English one word at a time. Don't just study English, live it through stories. Pip's Big Dream. In a sunny kitchen counter lived Pip, a little pepper shaker with very big dreams. One morning, he announced his greatest plan yet to his best friend, Chauncey the Teapot. "I am going to learn human speak," he declared with a confident wiggle. "I will be fluent by next week." Chauncey warns him. Chauncey the Teapot, who had seen many sunrises from this counter, let out a gentle puff of steam. "My dear Pip," he said calmly, "that is a wonderful goal. But learning a new language is a very big task. It requires a great deal of patience and daily practice to succeed." Overconfident Pip. "Patience! Practice! Nonsense!" Pip scoffed, letting a few grains of pepper escape in his excitement. "How hard can it be? It's just words. I'll listen to the big folk talk, and I'll have it all figured out in no time. You'll see." He was very, very sure of himself. Serious challenge. Chauncey poured himself a pretend cup of tea, a habit he had when he was thinking. But understanding the big folk is a serious challenge, my friend. It takes time to learn all the rules and sounds. Truly, it is nothing to sneeze at. Pepper sneeze. The very mention of the word sneeze made Pip's top tingle. Ah, 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 chew! A cloud of pepper exploded from his head, covering the counter in a fine black dust. He shook his head, looking confused. "Of course it's something to sneeze at. You just said the word." Idiom explained. Chauncey chuckled softly, his ceramic body rattling gently. "No, Pip. Nothing to sneeze at is an idiom. It means that something is very important and should be taken seriously. It's a significant achievement, not something to be dismissed lightly, like climbing a very tall sugar bowl." Listening struggles. Pip felt a little silly, but he was still determined. For the rest of the day, he listened carefully as the big folk moved around the kitchen. They said things like, "Where is the discombobulated spatula?" and "This casserole is simply scrumptious." It sounded like complete gibberish to him. Ready to quit. By evening, Pip's head was spinning. "This is impossible," he groaned, slumping against a salt shaker. "Their words are too long. Their sentences are too twisty. I haven't learned a single thing, and my brain feels like scrambled eggs. I give up. It's just too hard." Chauncey's wisdom. Chauncey watched his friend with sympathy. "You have only tried for one day, little one," he said softly. "You cannot build a castle from a single grain of sugar. You must add one grain, and then another, every single day. That is how great things are built." First word, hello. The next morning, Pip decided to try Chauncey's way. Instead of trying to understand everything, he focused on just one word he heard. Hello. He practiced it all day long, whispering it to his reflection in the toaster. Hello, hello, hello. It was still hard, but it was just one word. Small daily wins. The next day, he learned goodbye. The day after, please. And the day after that, thank you. Each word was a tiny victory. It wasn't fast, and it wasn't easy. Some days he felt frustrated and wanted to quit. But Chauncey was always there to listen and offer encouragement. Castle of Words. You see, said Chauncey one afternoon, as Pip successfully identified the word cookie. You are building your castle, one sugar grain at a time. Your hard work is paying off. Learning a new language is a marathon, not a sprint. It truly is nothing to sneeze at. Understanding the idiom. Ah, ah. Careful, Chauncey, Pip said, holding his top. He managed to stop the sneeze this time. I understand now. It means this is serious business. He felt a puff of pride. He had not only learned new words, but a new idiom as well. Daily practice grows. Weeks turned into months. Pip kept practicing every single day. He learned the names of all the fruits in the bowl. Apple, banana, orange. He learned the difference between a fork and a spoon. He still made many mistakes, but he never ever gave up. First full sentence. One day one of the big folk dropped a crumb of bread near the counter. Pip stood tall and in a clear, if squeaky, voice, he said, Hello. Please, one cookie. It wasn't perfect, but it was a whole sentence. He had done it. Chauncey proud. Chauncey rattled his lid with delight. Bravo, Pip. Bravo. That was magnificent. Do you remember when you thought this was impossible? Look at how far you have come. Your daily practice has built a beautiful foundation for your castle of words. I am so proud of you. Magic of consistency. Pip felt a warmth that had nothing to do with the sun on the counter. He had wanted to be fluent in a week, but he had learned something much more important. He learned that the real magic wasn't in speed, but in consistency and daily effort. Long-term vision. There is a very wise saying, Chauncey said, his voice full of wisdom. It goes like this. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. You wanted fluency in a week, but imagine what you'll know in a year. Power of patience. Pip thought about this. 1 week of effort had felt like a failure, but months of work had brought real results. A year of work seemed full of amazing possibilities. He finally understood that the biggest goals are reached with small, steady steps, taken over a long period of time. New respect. He also looked at the big folk differently. He used to think their talk was just silly noise. Now he understood it was a complex, beautiful skill they had practiced their whole lives. He respected their ability to communicate so effortlessly. He would not dismiss their skills again. Hard work matters. Pip looked at his friend. You were right, Chauncey. Learning human speak is nothing to sneeze at. And a person's skills, the things they have worked hard to learn, are nothing to sneeze at either. Everyone's hard work deserves to be taken seriously. Growing confidence. From that day on, Pip continued his daily practice. His English got better and better. He could ask for a crumb of cake and say, "Have a nice day." The big folk were always delighted to hear him, even if they were a bit surprised to be addressed by a pepper shaker. Your language journey. Learning anything new, especially a language, can feel like an impossible mountain. But like Pip, you can climb it. Practice every day, even for just a little while. Be patient with yourself. Your hard work will build something amazing. The rewards will be great. Nothing to sneeze at. Pip never became perfectly fluent, but he learned enough to make new friends and have small adventures. He and Chauncey remained the best of friends on the sunny kitchen counter, always reminding each other that the most important goals are truly nothing to sneeze at. What about you? Where are you in your English journey? Just beginning, growing steadily, or already seeing results? A little progress each day adds up. 1 year can surprise you. 10 years can change your life. Share your experience in the comments. Your story may inspire someone else. Achoo! Now that's nothing to sneeze at. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more fun English lessons.